My name is Mary, and I am 96 years old. Most days I sit in this small armchair by the window in a room that used to be a walk-in closet in my daughter's house. Yesterday, through the thin walls, I heard Elena whispering to her husband in the kitchen. She said I've finally lost my grip on reality. She was explaining to him, with a heavy sigh, how I must have misplaced the keys to my downtown apartment, the one we supposedly sold 3 years ago because I was too confused to manage it. She truly believes that age has withered my brain, turning my memories into a tangled web of shadows. But she is wrong. I remember every cent, every polished floorboard, and every sacrifice that built that home. I didn't lose it. I didn't misplace anything. I gave it away in a desperate trade, and the price of that secret is that I must live out my final days being treated like a ghost who has forgotten her own name. My late husband, Peter, and I bought that apartment in 1974. I was a math teacher for 40 years. He was an engineer who smelled like blueprints and old paper. We didn't go on fancy vacations. I sewed our children's clothes by hand. Every single penny went into bricks and mortar. When Peter passed away 10 years ago, he held my hand so tightly it bruised. He whispered, "Mary, protect the house. It's your freedom. Don't ever let it go." I promised him I wouldn't. But then, 3 years ago, my grandson Dennis came to me. He is my only grandson, my favorite. He was pale, and his hands were shaking so violently he couldn't hold a glass of water. He had made a business investment. He fell to his knees and sobbed, "Grandma, they'll kill me, or I'll spend 15 years in a federal cell. My life is over." I looked at his face, and I didn't see a criminal. I saw my Peter's eyes staring back at me. I didn't hesitate for a single second. We sold my apartment within a week. Every single cent of my life's work went straight into a black hole to keep him out of a cage. Dennis cried on my shoulder, promising he'd pay me back, promising he'd tell his mother the truth when the time was right. He begged me, "Don't tell Mom now, she'll disown me." So I made a choice. When Elena found out the apartment was gone, the world exploded. I looked her in the eye and I lied. I told her I had invested in high-risk stocks and lost everything. I played the part of the senile, irresponsible old woman perfectly. Dennis stood right there in the room. He watched his mother scream at me. He heard her call me a foolish old woman who was unfit to live alone. And he said nothing. He stood there like a coward, choosing his own comfort over my dignity. He watched as she packed my life into 2 suitcases and moved me into this tiny room. Now I live on a small allowance for my heart medicine. Elena sighs every time I ask for fresh fruit, reminding me that we have to save now because of my recklessness. Dennis visits once a month. He's successful now, driving a car that probably cost as much as my soul. When we are alone, he won't look at me. He brings me expensive chocolates that I can't even chew. Do I regret it? On the nights when my joints ache and I hear my son-in-law complaining that I'm a burden, yes, it hurts more than any disease. But then I see a photo of Dennis's new baby girl, my great-granddaughter. He isn't sitting in a cold cell. He is a father. He is free. I was a math teacher for 40 years. I know how to calculate. The price of my grandson's life was my reputation as a smart woman, and I accepted the trade. Let them think I'm confused. Let them think I'm a fool. As long as I know the truth, I can endure this silence. Love isn't about being remembered as a hero. It's being willing to be the villain in your own family story, just so the people you love can have a second chance at theirs.